Guesthouse was evident to our team, to myself, before our family traveled 10,000 miles to Los Angeles for our boys to receive their bone marrow transplants, and before a family so generously welcomed us.
The people who come to stay in the guest house are the mothers who are traveling many miles. Chemotherapy in Eldoret majority is outpatient program.
It was something that I thought at some point, like, we need to offer this to families, that children could come from far distances who are undergoing cancer treatment at a nearby government hospital, but they need a place to stay. And currently they were sleeping on the floor of the government hospital in the corridors at night and then getting their chemotherapy in the day. And I just, as a mom who had slept beside my kids while they were receiving their chemotherapy, I just couldn't imagine that being okay.
Without the guest house, I don't know if most of them would have even completed the treatment, because the journey is long, the frustrations are many, the financial constraints, and having a place to sleep, a warm space to sleep, to have their children away from the needles, from the hospital environment, away from the doctors, it makes even healing possible.
Micah's guest house is located on our living room Eldoret campus. It's about a 5-minute drive from the government hospital where these children are receiving their oncology services, their chemotherapy, their radiation therapy. The guest house has 64 beds in it, and so we're able to take care of a child plus a parent, or sometimes it's a sibling that accompanies the child, and they've traveled from all over the country, many hours, and they need a place to stay. Almost every family that we serve in the guest house, they come from a low income background, and we didn't want cost to be the prohibiting factor. We're offering the accommodation and the care that we provide to these families for free. It costs about $10 a day for the child and parent to stay with us, for us to be able to feed and care for them. And we just feel like that's something we want to be able to offer them, and for it not to be another burden for them to have to think about.
They ask a lot of questions. Why? Why me? Because majority of them, they think they don't deserve it. And we always say all these have been done because somebody loves you and he cares for you. And when they hear that, for the first 3 or 4 days, they are watching. If really, is this us? Even when they are given a room, a mother and a child, that they are not sharing with anybody else, they are sharing as a family, and they receive a meal, they receive warm water to shower. You can hear the mother knowing that somebody is thinking about them and is loving about them. Now we are giving children who are traveling from many miles to get an opportunity to be there, to be served very early in the morning.
We don't control whether these kids will survive, will be cured of their cancer, but we can make this season of treatment one where the families know that they aren't alone, know that they are seen and loved, and that's the opportunity that we feel like we have.